You need to heal your business. Your business doesn't grow unless you grow. That's why you need to do the healing so that your business can grow. Business growth, the large portion of it is you healing. And we may not be aware of this because who would have told us that we need to heal? For you to grow, you must heal because you get hurt, and these are all energies that are stored in your body. And if they're not processed, they are blocking you from getting the things that you want. So whether you wanted to start a business, or you are in business, or you have a side business, it comes with challenges. And you know this, if you're in business, it comes with challenges, and all these challenges cause pain. And if we are not aware of the pain that these challenges cause, we are not going to work on them. We may say that it's just business, and that's a usual way of putting emotions under the carpet. Yes, you may have started a business and things happened. You may have failed to plan, right, in the business. You may have partnered with people that betrayed you. Things may have gone wrong. And those are all experiences that are teaching you something in business. And those experiences, as they teach you, they leave some pain. And that is what sometimes causes people to not go back to businesses, because they are stuck in this pain and they're entertaining it, and they become, um, this pain becomes their identity. And you believe that you're not gonna make it in business because you got hurt before. You can move past it. The first thing you need to acknowledge is that the pain was caused by all these experiences and things that went wrong in business. These are experiences that you need to learn from. You don't hide them under the car and just drive with them everywhere and make them become a part of you. You need to become aware of what they are. What did these experiences teach you? What are the pains that it caused you? Become aware of the anger that came from that, the guilt that may have been caused, the frustrations, the fear to start again. All are emotions that came from the experience of all the things that happened that went wrong in the businesses that you started, in the partnerships that you were in. You need to learn from those experiences, because if you don't learn from them, they are there to teach you something. And if you don't learn from them, they're going to come back. And that would have been a waste of an experience. So extract wisdom from all these failures that have happened, and start changing the term failure to feedback, because all it is feedback. It was teaching you something. I mean, you're doing something new, something you've never done before. So you have to forgive yourself for not knowing what you were doing. Forgive the people that you partnered with that didn't even know what they were doing themselves. Forgive, heal, become aware of what needs to be healed so that that can be healed and open up doors for things that are supposed to be aligned with you. These things are not coming to you because you are clogging all these emotions and keeping them buried inside of you. It's just business. Yes, it is business, and it's also an experience. Every new experience comes with lessons. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what are the red flags that you didn't see, or that you may have seen but you ignored? What can you learn? What can the new you do better going forward? You don't just give up. These lessons are going to help you grow in business because once you've learned them, you're not going to do them again. I guarantee you that. So work on this. Sit down and ask yourself what happened. Extract everything that went wrong. Do it now. Do it now. Grab your notebook, grab your tech tablet, write down everything that went wrong that you may have known of, but you're ignoring it because it caused pain. So first acknowledge what went wrong and ask yourself what pain did that cause so that you can work through that pain, so that you can heal yourself, so that you can heal your business. Work on these things. Understand that these emotions are not going anywhere. They are there and they keep popping up to teach you something. And the sooner you learn, the sooner you can move. Remember, fear is just feedback. If you are fearing something, it's feedback. It's telling you there's something that needs to be worked on. If you're feeling emotions that you don't like, they're telling you there's something that needs to be worked on. You need to start working on that because your business is not going to grow until you grow. And a large portion of that growth is you healing. So heal. And there's different ways that you can use to heal yourself. You can journal, write down what happened. The more you see what happened, it's like extracting energy out of your head, out of your body when you're writing things down. And that's a form of healing on its own. So write things down and then get that wisdom from them. Get professional help. If you feel that it was too daunting. Whatever happened was just a lot and you can't handle it on your own. Get assistance, get professional help, get therapists, get coaches to assist you. But giving up is not an option. Giving up is not an option because what are you going to do? I always ask myself, what do people who give up do? Like, okay, let's say then you gave up. Okay, this happened, now I give up now. Then what do you do after you've given up? There is nothing that you will be remembered for if you're the person that gave up. I don't think we have any icons from people that have given up. So you need to get back on the horse. And you are starting now from experience. You're a person that has experience. You're not starting from scratch. So that's another way to look at this from a different perspective. You've got newfound wisdom. So you're starting from a point of wisdom. And now you can choose who you partner with because you know who not to partner with in business. You make better choices now going forward. Start small. Start asking yourself, what are the goals that you can set? Maybe when you started previously, you had these big goals that were not very easy for you to attain because they were so massive. Learn from that. Create better goals and start small and assign stepping stones towards that goal that you know are realistic and achievable so that you can take lessons, smaller lessons as you move along that path so that it's not going to be this big failure like what it was that you need to learn from right now. Work with people that have the same values as you. Maybe you got excited with the projects that you got into because they looked lucrative and you just wanted to get on it and hit the ground running, right? And you didn't evaluate the type of people you're working with. You didn't assess whether you guys align. spiritually, whether you guys align with the goals that you want for the business or goals that you want for yourself. Look at all of these things. There's lessons around every experience that you go through in business. Unpack those. Use those as a blueprint of what you need to do different going forward to collaborate better. If you don't know what your values are, you're probably compromising them by aligning with people who don't have the same values as yourself. So work on that as well. Do it now. Ask yourself what your values are and go work with people who align with the same values as yourself so that you minimize any form of disappointment that can come from you not having had this discussion. Discuss how you will resolve conflict from the beginning. Because we get into businesses, we are excited to do business and make money fast. We overlook the important things in business, like discussing how we will resolve conflict, because there's a lot of conflict that comes with business. And when we are faced with conflict, we don't know how to resolve it because you come from a different background, I come from a different background, and how we resolve conflict is different. And I'm going to come in, resolve conflict the way I know how, and you'll do the same. And these are going to cause a clash. And that's what causes us to have these issues with failed businesses to begin with. So sit down and decide for yourself if you're going to work with people, because obviously you can't run a business all by yourself. You're going to work with clients, you're going to work with business partners. It's better if you work with business partners as well, because working by yourself, you work in silo, and you got nobody to bounce off ideas off. And there's nobody pushing you to attain the goals that you want to attain in business. So if you collaborate with people, it makes it easy for you to hold each other accountable. So go sit down and decide for yourself how you want to get back on the horse, how you want to do things differently. And write everything down, miss nothing, because if you do miss some of the information that was presented to you as a lesson, I guarantee you it's coming back to haunt you. So that would just be a waste of an experience. Write down how you want to do business from now on going forward. Do the goals, whether by yourself or with a business partner. Do the action steps to those goals, because just goals alone with no plan, it's just building castles in the air and we're not going to attain anything. Make a vision board. Have fun again. Find the fun in your life so that you can enjoy that business. And the most important of all is go back to the why. Why are you getting into business to begin with? I guarantee you, if you can't come up with 100 whys, I'm not convinced that you want to do this. I've written down 100 whys, and those whys have helped me in times of adversity. They have helped me stay the course because I am very solid in why I'm doing what I'm doing. So work on that why. Be constructive on it. Like, listen, clamp yourself into it, but you're not going to understand what your why is if you don't sit down and extract it. Maybe things didn't work out in business and you got the pain that you got because you didn't sit down and structure your why and unpack your why by yourself and with a business partner. You know better now. You learned. You learned. I will trust that you did learn. So heal through learning, through understanding that even though it was just business, it may have caused a lot of pain that needs to be processed so that you can move forward. Healing opens up doors for opportunities. If you do not heal, opportunities can't come through because you are blocked by the emotions that were caused by the experiences, which are just teaching you a lesson. You're doing something new, forgive yourself. You're doing something that you had never done before. So you're bound to learn. Learn. It's just a lesson. Forgive yourself. It starts with yourself. Forgive yourself. You did not know. You didn't know. Now that you know better, go and do better. Make yourself proud. I'll see you next time.